Welcome back to Lost Future.
The story so far.
I'll go first, Luke. Our heroes divide into two groups and make a successful escape from the towering pagoda.
That reminds me, Pedro, is this the part where that other reveal is going to happen?
Once outside, Luke and Don Paolo discuss Dimitri's ambitions and his dark past. Luke, you got the next screen.
Let me quickly check, Jova.
There you go.
Alright, then I get the next two. The discussion then turns to Don Paolo and the search of his
source.
With many of their questions answered,
not yet, Jova.
The hotel in order to regroup.
Not yet, Jova. In fact, this part ends right before it. So.
Okay.
Leave Chinatown. Luke, do you see what I see?
Do you see what
Shut
I see? I do. Yet another banana skin sitting in the middle of the road.
The garbage men in London are fucking shit at their job.
Why? What's wrong? Oh wait, let me guess. You got another banana puzzle for me.
Oh, right you are, my boy. Sorry,
Shiro, a question.
Again.
Yes?
Are London's garbage men this incompetent at their job?
No.
Make your way from the start to the goal, but be wary of banana skin.
Being the capital city, London for the most part is actually quite clean.
Luke, give me direction.
You know,
the other thing I will say is that the bin men are annoying.
Okay, Luke, give me some direction.
Well, the system is annoying, but...
Luke, where do I go?
This way. Anywho, Pedro, Pedro, at this point, I'm intentional. My guess is that, well, in future London, bananas are basically a trap.
Okay.
Of sorts.
Yeah, I'm going to move right now. Okay, let's,
Basically, I'm trying to think of what is the correct...
Alright,
these banana puzzles are rather easy.
They are, but this one, the third variation of this one is not quite as easy as the others.
Really? It doesn't seem that hard to me.
It depends. Depends. For me, I guess maybe I was just having an off day because...
Luke, where the hell am I supposed to go?
Well, I know the way you should be going, but the player doesn't seem to be taking you the right way. Careful, Professor, the last
Poor little slamming across the walls.
No shit!
Okay. Alright, now you want to go here.
Alright.
And here. And here.
Okay.
Now try going to the left.
Left.
Now up.
Up!
Good. You're making progress.
There we go.
Now, you want to go to down, right, down.
Don't reveal crypto necro
Don't look at the picture now.
Where you get to move one square at a time, but you have to do that on the rhythm of the music.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Yes,
got that right.
Luke, tell me my broken bones from bashing into all those walls because of slipping on banana peels.
There's something you might not know about bananas. Yeah, fun fact about bananas. Those banana skins are all over the place. Do people in the future just love littering or what?
Starting to wonder.
Exactly, it must be intentional.
You got a picture.
And then the picture book. Again, we will see the picture books in the extras part.
Okay. I don't want to waste too much time in getting back to the hotel, so let's take the train.
Indeed.
Sounds good to me.
Fine, then this is when we part ways. I've got other things to do.
Yes, he does. You sure you're not running off to formulate some kind of evil plan?
Yes. Now, why would you ever accuse me of that? Truly, I'm wounded.
What? You actually gonna be a good guy after this game? Oh wait, that's right.
I'm just going to work on a pet project of mine that I've been meaning to finish, shall we say.
The prequel games.
Oh yeah.
Very well, Paul. Meet up with us later when you're ready. You can find us...
Well...
Yeah, Layton. I'm no fool. I'll know where to find you. That top hat is kind of hard to miss in the middle of a crowd.
And now he's gone. Are you sure it's wise to leave him to his own devices?
I understand your concern, Luke, but I think we can trust him now, I say stupidly.
No. He does want to avenge Clar's death too,
Professor.
So.
And hey, maybe this will finally give Don Payo closure.
He certainly was quite besotted. But enough about that now. We have work to do.
I'm surprised
What a
Layton isn't.
wonderful-
I'm surprised Layton isn't scolding Luke for missing one of his lines.
Let's get moving.
Alright, but I'm still none the wiser as to our next step, especially now that we know the Future Layton is a fake.
Well, in light of these new developments, our first priority is to rescue the Prime Minister. By the way, Pedro, there's more things to worry about than Luke screwing
Are
up his
you
lines.
mad enough to rescue the Prime Minister?
Dimitri fled the towering pagoda with Mr. Hawks, so he must have another hideout in the area.
You really want to save David Cameron that badly? And we're going to find it! Oh, but first we need to go to the hotel!
I thought we were taking the train. That's right, we need to meet Flora and Big Luke at the hotel. Hopefully they got back safely. Oh, we're taking the train to get to the hotel. Never mind.
Bingo.
Had a dumb moment there.
Actually, I don't take the train. Even though I could take the train, I'm gonna take the long way. Don't ask me why. I guess I just.
Padding, padding, padding. Padding, padding, padding.
Not really. I mean, are you gonna actually
You
talk
can-
to somebody?
I'm not, but don't worry. I'll still get there
Oh.
quick enough. I don't know. I guess I kind of brain farted here. Sorry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're almost there. See, there you go. Only.
It's a shame. It would have been fun to ride the train.
Oh, hey, Lemon.
Bye, Layman.
Okay. We're almost there. Oh, there's Chummy. Oh, there.
And you didn't even talk to Tommy. For shame, Pedro. For shame.
True. I guess you can hold
He's
me to that then.
game is equivalent to Dick Gumshoe, and you missed out on talking to him. So let me get this straight. Dimitri's building a time machine or to go back to the past and save Claire.
Correct. Or at least that's what he said.
Honey, we went through every floor in the pagoda, and I didn't see anything like a time machine.
Well observed, my boy. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Okay.
Dimitri clearly had a destination in mind when he escaped from the towering pagoda.
Hmm.
I think he was heading to another base, perhaps the facility where he conducts his time travel research.
Yeah, let's not forget, we didn't meet any of the scientists in the Towering Pagoda, so clearly the scientists must be somewhere else.
Is that what you went looking for while we were climbing the towering pagoda with Don Payo?
Yes, in part anyway. I'll explain everything once we caught up with Flora and Big Luke. Oh yeah, until then, I challenge you to think about the situation on your own. Oh yeah, guys, I was on TV Tropes and I came across spoilers again regarding the rest of the game, so...
Well,
Okay.
good job.
Whatever.
Well, well, it's not the first time he does it. He also did it for Azran Legacy.
Okay, Dwibs, promise me that you won't look at Ace Attorney on TV tropes until we've actually gone through those games.
That's alright, I've watched them on YouTube anyway years ago.
Yeah, he already spoiled himself in that regard, so there's no point there.
Did you look at Dual Destinies on YouTube, though? Aren't you actually
No.
playing that one?
Wait, didn't you say...
Hello.
Hello, Shiro. Ah, just in time. There you go.
Oh,
Hey, you were saying, Dwibs?
Yeah, basically, I've watched videos on the Ace Attorney games except Dual Destiny, because I'm actually playing that one through myself.
Good. Just remember, absolutely no spoilers on those games,
Strange, eh?
especially for free.
So you can't blame a man for trying to stay stylish in his old age.
And 4 and 5. In fact, every single Ace Attorney game has. In fact, every single future Ace Attorney game that we have has a big twist that I don't want you to spoil.
In fact, it's better for you to not speak, Peregrine Took.
Spoilers,
By
we
the
play
way,
as Phoenix
since we're on the
Wright.
subject of shopping trips, there's something I need your help with.
Spoilers, we play as Phoenix Wright, an attorney.
You girls and your love for shopping.
I thought you were going to say you girls and your shit.
You were gonna say
You
something,
girls
Shiro?
and your girly shit.
Ah, it's interesting.
I got a pen from a shop which had 10% off from the original price of 30 euros.
Pounds!
Pounds.
It's pounds!
It's pounds,
We're
Joe.
not associated with them euro!
I misspoke there.
You know what's
I
interesting?
should
You know what's
have
interesting?
said
Well, there's no Portuguese translation of this game. Obviously, Dare hasn't played the games yet, so obviously he wouldn't be able to tell me. So
Okay.
I probably should ask Feigl if the German translation of the Layton games changed from pounds to euros. They probably
Okay.
do.
Okay. Luke, you're fired. I'm reading this.
I wonder if the Scottish one
Wait, I
changed to
wasn't even the
Scottish
one
pounds.
reading it, Professor. That was someone else completely.
Well, tell him he's fired. I bought a pen from a shop which had 10% off the original price of £30. When my friend caught sight of it, she decided she had to have it for herself. She offered to pay 10% more than the price I bought it for, and so I agreed to sell it. Overall, how much did I gain or lose? And chances are in pence, be sure to put minus sign in front of your answer for a loss.
0.03.
270.
That's an awkwardly drawn zero.
No. Yeah, I got calculations
And
wrong.
Pedro, I'll have you know I do most of my shopping on the eShop and Steam.
Yeah.
I prefer getting physical copies of stuff.
Oh, I agree
You
too.
can't-
But there are some games
The
where
only
I
things I buy
have to
from the
make an
eShop are the
exception.
DS emulations and the
know
and the
what
N64 emulations they have up there.
Oh, yeah, right. Calculating on the random price. Okay.
It
Oh,
reminds
these
me. It reminds me of that
Oh,
scene
did
that
you
I
get Dual
love.
Destinies? Oh, did you get Dual Destiny, Shiroi?
No, not yet.
It reminds me
Oh,
of that.
got the trilogy.
It reminds me of the 7th Dragon Ball Z movie when there's one hilarious scene that I love where Goku and his family are going shopping in the mall, and all the women, including Chi-Chi, are like fighting fighting immensely aggressive to get the clothes and shit, and Goku turns to Chi-Chi, tell me, go on, why do women love to shop so much? And then, well, I don't know about the others, but mom tells her it helps her relax. Relax in the middle of a crowd?
Was that
Actually,
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged
my
or...
friend-
No, it's an actual
Dragon
joke
Ball-
from a Dragon Ball Z movie.
Oh, well, I say Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Is that the one with Android 13,
Yeah, Android
14,
13,
and 15?
Android 13, yeah.
Some women can get a little crazy when they're shopping, especially around certain periods of the year, because my friend witnessed 2 grown women fighting physically over a candle.
Okay.
Hey,
By the way, that puzzle
Black
also reminded
Friday.
me. That puzzle also reminded me of a certain episode of Yokai Watch where Kate is trying his best to buy as many sweets as he can under the price of 300 yen. And and there's an awesome pop culture reference involved there, but we'll see that eventually. Anyway, go ahead, Shuri.
Actually, Joe, Black Friday didn't become a thing in Britain until last year.
Oh, how about that? How was it? Was it?
Horrible!
Was
It
it as
was the
chaotic
worst
over
thing
there?
that could ever happen to this country.
It's
And it was-
chaotic, ain't it?
It's all
It's
America's.
terrible.
It's all America's fault.
Hey, you guys brought it over. Can you
No,
blame
but-
us?
Okay, I get what we should call this part. Nobody likes America.
Blame America.
Wait, hold on. But that's only just Black Friday. Otherwise, we've been praising them.
Yeah, but the kids annoy us when they knock on the door for Halloween.
The thing is, there was so much violence on
I can
Black
imagine.
Friday.
I can imagine dweebs with like what's the name, a rifle in his hand. Like, get out!
There was so much violence on Black Friday, and all the BBC could ask on Twitter was, "So America, are we doing this right?" That was genuinely what they tweeted.
Oh,
while
here's
that
Flora.
was going on.
So how violent was it? Nobody died, did they?
No, nobody died, but people got...
Alright, let's try going back to the
Oh,
what's actually
thank
going on
goodness.
screen.
Professor,
Just-
Luke, welcome back. I'm so glad you're both safe.
Good to see you too, Flora. I trust you didn't have too much trouble getting out of the pagoda.
Well, I'm here before you. Oh no, Big Luke was kind enough to lead the way for me.
Not to
Where
mention
is-
we stopped in the midway so we could explain Don Paulo's backstory. So.
Where is Big Luke, by the way?
Speaking of
Wild,
Big Luke,
Wild Webs, you and
Where
Luke are in
is he?
perfect symphony right now. Perfect symphony right now.
Yeah.
Well, when we got back here, a man with a mustache was waiting in the lobby.
Shipley.
Uh-oh.
Must be Shipley.
a man with a mustache. Was he dressed in black?
Yes, that's right. He had a black uniform.
Yeah, Shipley. We're gonna see it in flashback if I remember correctly, so. Again, I'm leaving some space just in case.
That sounds like Shipley to me.
Indeed, Professor. I also figured that out.
Whoever he is, he walked straight up to Luke and started talking all fast and furious.
So where's Vin Diesel then?
Dwebs.
We're all family.
Dwebs. Plot twist. Shipley is voiced by Vin Diesel.
And an even bigger plot twist, it turns out that Jason Statham is around.
Jason
the
Statham.
conversation. Look,
Jason Statham.
Said.
Did any of you guys watch Furious 7 aside from me?
I have not seen that yet.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, I've heard so. Flora, something very important business has come up, and I need to take care of it immediately. Please, do the professor to continue his investigation without me for now.
All right. So basically, there's something going on behind the scenes. We'll join with Future Layton later.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Did he tell you where he was going? Sorry, I can't tell because it doesn't work like Final Fantasy 13-2.
Join us again later.
Now, if this was Final Fantasy 13-2, we would be
Stranded from somewhere.
Yeah, but right,
Okay,
since we've been in the future so long in 13-2, by this point the present would be fucked up as shit because apparently changing the future changes the past, even though it makes no fucking sense.
That doesn't make sense at all. Professor, is something the matter? Wake up!
I was just thinking back to what happened earlier.
Professor, have you thought of seeing a doctor about that?
Do you remember who first told us that we first traveled into the future? I did. He was hopeless.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And people say,
well, that'd be big, Luke, I believe.
and people say, oh, stop complaining. Your health service is free. Well, our health service is shit, okay?
What about you, Jova? What's your take on Obama's free healthcare?
Oh, Obama's free healthcare it actually was a big help. The problem is that it took years for it to finally go into effect because,
You have a visitor, Professor.
I'd rather not talk about the right
yeah, I
things.
want that.
Let's just say some
Pardon the sudden intrusion, Layton. See,
Basically,
I'm learning,
Obamacare-
not this time I said pardon.
Yeah, basically Obamacare did help, but it took forever for it to finally go
What can
fully
I do
into
for you,
effect.
Inspector?
Well, America doesn't really have free healthcare by default, does it?
Something I saw while
Yeah.
running about town has been preying on my mind.
Ugh.
Don't know how
Whereas
to
we've
say
had that
this.
for a very long time here.
Wish I could have it like you guys.
I'm afraid it might sound a bit ridiculous. I don't know what's going on.
But
Not at all, Inspector. Please continue.
This is Professor Layton, Inspector Chalmey. Go ahead. Well, it's just... I could be mistaken, but I'm quite sure of what I saw. You remember our discussion about the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research? Yes, I do remember.
Oh
Well, a
my
few
god!
minutes ago, I
they're
spotted a
forced.
woman who looked exactly like one of the blast victims. So she's still around.
Wait, Kate Mara? Oh my gosh! You're talking about Claire, aren't you? Professor, you didn't tell me you had a thing with the Invisible Woman.
Yes, Inspector. You're not alone. We've seen her as well.
Indeed we have.
Not that invisible woman. She was bland as shit. The resemblance to Claire
What,
is
the
striking,
Jessica Alba one?
but it's coincidental. It has to be.
But in the end, it has
He
to be
doesn't
this way.
want to think about it because it's the painful memories.
Because of Van Forstick? Oh, wait.
That too, but there are other painful
There's bound to
memories.
be a logical explanation for it. If the similarity isn't coincidental, then this woman could be a relative of Claire's. A cousin, perhaps.
Maybe. We'll see. That would make sense. I'll check Claire's file and see if I can find out more about her family. By the by, you haven't seen Barton around here anywhere, have you?
Oh boy,
no.
he's got lost.
No. Remember, Theo. Barton was eating on service, and he asked us not to tell the inspector.
Yeah.
Constable Barton? Nope, haven't seen him.
I swear, he'd have been kicked off the force years ago if he didn't have me looking out for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Why are you still on the force?
Remember the last episode, the last Spectre. Remember?
Yes, I know.
Okay. And of course, I'm fond of the fellow, and we'll go. Anyway, if you see Barton, tell him his commanding officer is looking for him. Good day. Chalmey's the classic cop who is gruff in behavior, but deep down he's got a heart of gold.
So where's our adventure taking us next, Professor?
Yes. Where next, Professor?
My
Hey, look,
ass.
it's me, Shiroi, and Dwibs in a trio.
If you don't mind, I think I'd sit down and venture out.
Your ass, Professor? When did this become Bruno?
This isn't an adventure, Flora. It's an investigation. Can't you try to take it more seriously?
Have you seen Bruno
Starting
Dwibs?
this again.
Have you seen Bruno Dwibs?
No.
I'm taking it very seriously.
You probably won't like it
I
because
was just excited, that's all.
I'm guessing.
You might like it.
I'm guessing he figured, okay, let's try to see how much I can push the envelope, and he actually had a camera close of somebody's asshole, literally, a camera going into someone's asshole, literally. I guess
All of us get to go on these kinds of investigations all the time.
I told you, I am not an adventurer. Oh my god, so they really were ripping that off now that I think about it.
I'm a female protagonist who actually wants to be useful. Let me be useful.
No. Well, to be fair, Shiroi, Sophie is useful, and so is Marie.
No, I'm talking about Flora.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, how is Sophie as a character?
Actually, she's the best character in the game.
Enthusiastic.
Well, okay, not the best character in the game, but of the main characters, she's definitely the only one I actually give a shit about. I actually care about Claude and Milady much better because they actually. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh, cool! I get to play the good characters in the game. Well, aside from Sophie, what about Marie?
No, actually, remember, Jova, Shiroi will be Sophie. I already told you that.
That's what I said.
He's asking
aside
about
from
Marie.
Sophie.
Oh, Marie. Sophie will also be Marie because I don't know. Shiroi's just the only real.
No, Pedro. I wasn't asking about that. I was asking how is Marie as a character.
She's not really a character up until the climax of the game. Honestly, she's just there.
Oh, she's one of those silent girls who.
That too, but she doesn't really have a purpose until all of a sudden plot twist turns out she is as related to everything that's going on.
Exactly.
Excuse me, but I couldn't help but hear that you're trying to cross the river.
Over the river, through the woods, to Grandma's house. Oh, wait,
Sure.
we're already there.
Ronnie, I didn't realize you were awake.
Yes, I was. Now get back to work.
There are actually a lot of bridges that go across the river, Ken.
I'm not hearing any work, Becky. There used to be a tunnel that would take you across.
Work.
Just whistle while you work.
That's quite an interesting nose she has.
It went right under the river. People just walked from the other side.
Like I said quite a few parts ago, she looks like Tweety. Wow,
Is she
a tunnel
sitting
under the
on me
river?
there?
Sounds amazing.
No, it's just the way this game works, Theo. It's just the two sprites next to each other.
We encounter the British parent of Dowsing from Street Fighter.
She's supposed to be under the counter on a chair, but her sprite doesn't have the chair, basically. They're using the speech bubbles to hide that. Anyway. Unfortunately, once the family go, Grafton might still know how to get in, though. Yeah, guess what? Margaret actually has a thing with Grafton. So that's...
Yeah.
Grafton?
Don't you know him?
She's
It's easy
sitting
to
in
spot
midair.
with those bushy eyebrows, blue hat, and scheming smile.
Hey, Twibs. They're floating in midair. How do they do that?
He spends most of his time down at the black market these days.
All right, Luke, give me the can. Ah, yes, I do believe we've met this friend of yours before.
Indeed we have.
Who haven't we met in
There he
this
is.
town?
You remember him, don't you, Luke? Luke?
Dun 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 dun.
Where'd he go?
Okay,
Oopsie.
I should explain something. While
Was here just a moment ago.
While we were talking, there was a conversation between Luke and Becky about how Luke is always next to the professor and stuff. And
Okay.
why-
Luke, you imbecile! Why did you
Are you
leave
looking for
randomly?
little Luke? I just saw him leaving.
Basically, Becky was kind of provoking Luke and saying, "Oh, come, are you always around the professor and stuff?" Basically, that
Yeah.
By himself? Where could he possibly be going? You bitch! You set him up!
Wow, Professor, I didn't know you cared that much about Luke.
Please excuse me, madam, but I have to go and find Luke. Thank you for his goes to Grafton. And tell your daughter she's a right bitch!
Don't worry, I'll have her clean the bathrooms, the rooms like 10
Alright,
times
Dad,
straight.
tell her she's fucking fired!
All right.
Fine, I'll clean the bathroom, but I'm cleaning it with your toothbrush.
Bye, Mr. Layton. Becky, come over here.
Never! I'm worried, Professor. I could look run off too.
It's been set up.
Yep. Basically, there's something going on with Luke too. Shall we say?
Oh no!
Professor, don't eat cereal.
It's a tragic moment.
I'm hungry.
Maybe he decides to go on a secret mission of his own. Like you did when we went to the towering pagoda.
Maybe,
Yes, that's right.
Maybe.
Drama gives you the hungers.
Luke pulling something under the table. That could be interesting.
Oh, wait, no. What am I saying? No, it's in this part. What am I... Wait.
Oh, so it is in this part.
Whatever his reasons, he shouldn't be out there alone. We need to find him. After I've eaten my Doritos.
When?
So we are getting it in this part?
Yeah. For some reason I thought we didn't. Okay,
Bell.
Okay, Jova and Dwebs, time for you guys to bust out your acting chops.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, here we go.
So what's going to happen here?
Oh, you'll see, sure.
Hello.
Dot, dot, dot. Luke, there you are!
Oh, hi, Professor.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Where the hell have you been? I see you've gone out for a stroll. May I join you?
Yeah. Of course. I'm sorry for running off. I was just thinking. We've had so much fun these last few years, and I've become so used to going everywhere together, even living with you.
Of course you have. After all, we're the best of friends. It's only natural we spend time together.
Yes, but Dad told me the other day that he's being transferred. We'll all be moving away.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Your father mentioned that to me as well. Now tell me, Luke, do you believe that we're true friends?
Of course I do. How can you even ask that?
There's any checking. Good. Then there's no need to worry. True friends, you see, share a special connection.
Skype.
Yes, that. And this connection endures, no matter how far apart they may be in the world.
True. I mean, hey, if the five of us could band together, they should have no troubles whatsoever.
Distance and time apart cannot break the bonds formed by a true friendship. Do you see?
By the way, I love this music. It's called
What
Memories.
think I do, Professor? One of the reasons why this is my favorite Layton game.
Excellent. Then let's get back to our investigation. We've got many mysteries to solve.
Just two left, if I recall.
Yeah. Let's go, Professor.
Whoa, smooth whiplash.
Yes.
It's good to see you back in high spirits, my boy.
I know. I feel very fine. My name is Luke Triton and I'm fine.
Hey, stop stealing my catchphrase!
Sorry, Apollo.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
I've been thinking about it, and I'm sure Dimitri fled to the place where he's building the time machine.
Okay.
But the question is, where? We already know that this research lab isn't in the towering pagoda.
That's right. So we must review all the clues we gathered in our investigation.
Ladies and gentlemen, Perfect Lost Future Part 9 with guest directors, the Coen brothers.
Or 9. Don't you mean 19? You're off by a bit of a 10 there.
19, fine, whatever.
Well, don't you see, Pedro? This is pro gaming. Layton now sporting Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Microsoft style.
Just like,
Yeah, each and every one of them with wet shoes.
other than that guy, what else did all these men have in common?
Of
What's
course.
with that jingle?
Basically, Theo, every time one of the
It's
characters
the
fingers
Eureka
something.
moment.
Remember. In fact, Theo, that was also your hand. Remember when we met Dean Dalmona, who was actually Don Paulo in disguise? They also did that jingle there, and I remember you specifically saying, "What was it that jingle?" That was your hint, Theo. The game was winking at. The game was winking at you.
The River Thames. Serious bird.
Maybe they came to this part of town through the tunnel under the river.
Indeed. There you go. Now we know. So yeah, that's why they're always soaked.
Flora.
Okay, Shiroi, while you were gone, we learned that there's a tunnel beyond on the river and shit, and that's probably where the base, where the scientists are, is, which explains why the scientists were always with wet feet and pants, because they're always going through the river and shit.
We asked the lady at the hotel how to get across the river, and she told us about this tunnel.
Yeah, thanks, Flora.
Wow.
Yes, we met quite a few scientists during our time here. So they went for crew details, just clear
Professor, wake up.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if the professor closed his eyes during that emotional moment? It would be the webs are probably not. Oh, come on! You're just ask. Don't tempt me, game.
Yeah. And you've known this whole time, Professor. Well. Well, I'll give him this. At least he didn't
drop the Doritos. You can have them later. They're not going to grow legs and run away.
Oh, I'll give him this. At least he didn't eat during the emotional scene.
Yes, even though I understand this, I never believe that research facility is still on the Earth's river.
Amazing!
We need to have a counter in the playthroughs to show when Layton actually uses genuine consideration for others.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone.
Like honest Layton counter.
The Black Market Bazaar.
Black Market Bazaar away. Why there? If we're trying to get across the river, shouldn't we head back to the riverside area?
I'm sure we'll be going there eventually.
All right, so our next our next destination is, of course, to find the hidden base.
But first, we have to talk to that man at the bazaar with the eyebrows. Grafton, I think.
Yes.
Those eyebrows could almost rival that of Groucho Marx. Max. Okay, if you say so.
Still no match for that amazing mustache the restaurant owner has. See you, everybody, for the next part.
See ya.
See ya.